heaviness you carried today, and I still brought you here because something in your life needs to shift now. Something you have been trying to carry alone is becoming too heavy. Something inside you is breaking or has been broken for a long time, and you were trying to hold yourself together. So, I came to speak life back into places that felt numb. I came to restore the fire inside you that pain tried to extinguish. I came to remind you of who you were and whose you were. You didn't know it, but the enemy tried everything to stop you from reaching this moment. He used discouragement to slow you down. He used fear to confuse you. Listen to me. I am speaking to you right now, and I need you to hear every word I am placing in your spirit. So many will skip this, but I know you won't. I know your heart. I know the weight you've been carrying. I know the quiet prayers you whispered when no one was around. I know the moments you questioned if I still saw you, if I still remembered you, if I still cared. I brought you here because the answer is yes. I see you. I remember you. And I care more deeply than you could ever imagine. You didn't find this by accident. Heaven placed this message right in front of you because your destiny is calling your name right now, and you cannot afford to look away. I want you to pause for a moment. Breathe. Feel how everything around you suddenly feels different. That is not emotion. That is not coincidence. That is my presence touching your spirit. Time is not moving the same for you in this moment. Heaven is watching your next decision. I am watching the way your heart is leaning toward these words. I am watching the battle inside you, the part of you that wants to give up, and the part of you that still hopes. I am speaking to the part of you that is tired, but still searching for me. The part that wants to believe again. The part that refuses to walk away from the promise I placed inside your soul. Hear me clearly. You were chosen to hear this. Many people will scroll past these words without knowing what they were walking away from, but you stayed. You stayed because your spirit knows this message is for you. Something inside you felt the pull. Something inside you whispered, "Don't skip this." That was me. That was my voice inside your heart. I guided your eyes here. I guided your soul here. I guided your timing. You are not late. You are not behind. You are exactly where I need you to be. Listen to me with the deepest part of your heart. You have been walking through a season that tried to silence you. A season that tried to make you believe you were forgotten. A season where darkness tried to cover your light. But you kept moving. You kept fighting. You kept hoping even when you were exhausted. And because you stayed faithful in the storm, heaven has brought you to this moment of clarity. Do not scroll. Do not leave. For what I am about to reveal will shift something in your life. Angels pushed this message toward you. They moved things around your day. They shifted your attention. They fought battles in the spiritual realm just to make Sure, you did not miss this moment. That is how important this is. That is how important you are. You are not here by chance. You are here because you are chosen. You are here because the next chapter of your life is about to begin. You are here because I am calling your name with a love that has never failed and never will. My child, destiny is calling you. You may not feel prepared. You may not feel worthy. You may not feel strong enough. But I am telling you that everything you have been through has been shaping you, building you, preparing you for what is coming next. The breakthrough you have been praying for is closer than you think. The answer you have been waiting for is already on its way. Something you have been carrying in your heart for a long time is about to be released into your life. And I am telling you this now because I want you to be ready. I want you to believe again. I want you to step into the blessing that had been waiting for you. You have been wondering, Lord, when will things finally shift for me? And I am answering you now. Your life is about to shift. Not in a small way, not in a temporary way, but in a deep, lasting, undeniable way. I am bringing restoration to places that were broken. I am bringing peace to places that were anxious. I am bringing joy to places that felt empty. I am bringing clarity to places that were confused. I am bringing strength to places that were weak. I am bringing light to places that were dark. I need you to understand something that will change the way you see your life. Every moment of pain you endured, every tear you cried, every disappointment that crushed you, it was not the end. It was the preparation. The enemy tried to make you believe that the storm was punishment, but I tell you the truth. It was positioning. Positioning you for the blessing. Positioning you for the breakthrough. Positioning you for the destiny that is calling your name right this moment. My child, do not look away. Do not let your mind wander. Stay here with me. Let me speak to your heart the way I have been longing to. Let me pour into you the strength you thought you lost. Let me remind you that you are loved with a love that does not fade. Let me remind you that you are chosen in ways you still don't fully understand. Let me remind you that your presence on this earth is not a mistake, not an accident, not random. You were designed with purpose, created with intention, and called with destiny. I see the nights when why? Oh, you stayed awake because your mind would not rest. I see the moments when you tried to smile through the pain. I see the times you felt numb, confused, overwhelmed, empty. I see the questions that have been sitting in your heart for so long. And I also see the strength inside you that you do not see in yourself. I see the courage it took for you to keep going when everything in you wanted to stop. I see how hard you have been trying. I see the weight you've been silently carrying. And I am telling you right now, you were never carrying it alone. I walked with you through every moment. Even when you didn't feel me, I held you together when you thought you were falling apart. I protected you from battles you didn't know were happening. I lifted you when you didn't know how to stand. I whispered peace to your heart when fear tried to drown you. And today, I am whispering something even stronger. I am whispering destiny. I am whispering purpose. I am whispering hope. I am whispering truth that will break the lies that have surrounded your life. Comment amen. I believe you're at work for me if you know He's orchestrating your life. So many will skip this, but I know you won't. Because something in you is awakening. Something in you is remembering who you are. Something in you is recognizing my voice. Something in you is saying, this is for me. And you are right. This is for you. This is your confirmation. This is your moment. Is your sign. This is your turning point. You are stepping into a new season. Because heaven is ready to move for you. Your heart is not hearing these words by chance. It is hearing them because it is time. Time for healing. Time for release. Time for restoration. Time for breakthrough. Time for answers. Time for clarity. Time for destiny to rise inside you. Again. Stay with me. Do not scroll. You are in a divine moment. And heaven is watching your next decision. I am here. I am speaking. I am calling your name. And what I am about to say next will touch the deepest part of your soul. Stay. Listen. Your destiny is opening right now. My child, I brought you here because this message could not wait another moment. Heaven has been pulling on your spirit, guiding your steps, placing signs around you, whispering to your heart, trying to get you to this exact place. You are standing at a spiritual doorway, a moment where everything can shift for you. This moment is not ordinary. This message is not ordinary. What is happening inside you right now is not happening by chance. You are standing in front of a door that leads into the next chapter of your destiny. And your next choice will either open it or delay it. That is why I could not let you miss this. That is why heaven pushed this message in front of you at this exact time. Today, the breakthrough is hidden in these next words. I guided your spirit here. You may think you simply clicked, scrolled, or randomly landed here. But no. I led you. I touched your heart at the perfect second. I moved through the tiredness, the distractions, the heaviness you carried today, and I still brought you here. Because something in your life needs to shift now. Something you have been trying to carry alone is becoming too heavy. Something inside you is breaking or has been broken for a long time. And you were trying to hold yourself together. So, I came. I came to speak life back into places that felt numb. I came to restore the fire inside you that pain tried to extinguish. I came to remind you of who you were and whose you were. You didn't know it, but the enemy tried everything to stop you from reaching this moment. He used discouragement to slow you down. He used fear to confuse you. He used exhaustion to drain you. He whispered lies to your mind, hoping you would believe you were not worthy, not enough, not chosen. He threw disappointment after disappointment at you to make you think, I had forgotten you. He tried to bury your hope under silence. He tried to drown your spirit under pressure. But still, you made it here. Do you see the beauty in that? Do you see the strength inside you? You made it here. That means your destiny is stronger than your pain. My child, listen closely. There have been moments where you almost walked away from everything. Moments when you wanted to disappear. Moments when the weight in your chest felt too heavy to carry. Moments when you looked at your life and felt like nothing was making sense. Moments when you wondered if you were cursed, overlooked, or abandoned. Moments when you felt like heaven was silent. But heaven was never silent. Heaven was working. Heaven was fighting for you. Heaven was guiding you slowly, even when you could not feel it. You did not go through these months and years alone, even when your heart felt empty. Let me tell you something you need to hear. Your endurance has shaken the darkness. Your persistence has confused the enemy. Your ability to keep going despite everything that tried to break you has proven that the calling on your life is not small. The calling on your life is powerful. That is why you have faced so many battles. That is why you have been attacked emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and sometimes even physically. The enemy only fights those who carry something valuable in the spirit. You are carrying something powerful. You are carrying purpose. You are carrying destiny inside you. You are carrying light in a world full of darkness. You are carrying a future that threatens hell itself. Think back for a moment. Look at everything you survived. Look at the moments that should have destroyed you but didn't. Look at the nights you cried, yet somehow woke up with enough strength to face another day. Look at the situations that were meant to break your spirit, yet your spirit is still reaching for me, still searching for hope. That is not weakness. That is divine strength. That is destiny refusing to die. That is your calling refusing to be buried. That is my hand holding you even when you didn't realize it. Please support our channel. Our purpose is to bring joy, peace, and music, a deeper devotion to God into your life. If you feel blessed by our work, you can show your love and support by donating through Super Thanks. My child, I know you have been tired. Not just physically tired, but soul tired. I know your heart feels worn out. I know the battles have drained you. I know you've been carrying wounds that no one sees. I know you've been pretending to be strong while breaking on the inside. I know the smile you show the world is not the smile you feel in your heart. I know how heavy life feels some days. I know the struggles that weigh you down. I know how many times you've said in your mind, Lord, I can't do this anymore. And yet here you are, still breathing, still seeking, still hoping, still reaching, still listening. That alone is evidence that heaven has not let you fall. This message had been waiting for you, because it is your turning point. The enemy wanted you to believe your life would always feel like this, heavy, confusing, disappointing, stuck. He wanted you to believe that things would never change. He wanted you to settle for less. He wanted you to give up. But he failed. You made it here. Your spirit responded to my call. Your heart recognized my voice in the midst of the noise. And that means something powerful is shifting. My child, hear me with your whole heart. You are not stuck. You are not forgotten. You are not abandoned. You are not overlooked. You are not lost. You are standing in front of a spiritual doorway that leads into healing, clarity, restoration, and purpose. The battles you fought were not random. The pain you went through was not meaningless. The silence you experienced was not rejection. Everything was aligning you with this moment. You prayed for answers. But before I could give you answers, I had to position your spirit to receive what I'm about to say. You prayed for change. But before I could bring change, I had to remove certain things from your life that were blocking you. You prayed for breakthrough, but before breakthrough can come, your heart needed to be strengthened. You prayed for peace, but before I could give you peace, I had to confront the things that were stealing it. Everything you went through had purpose, even the parts that hurt the most. I need you to stay. Do not walk away from this moment. Something deep is happening inside you. Something that your eyes cannot see, but your spirit can feel. This message is pulling on the deepest part of your soul, because I am calling out to the part of you that has been silent for too long. The part that has been hurting. The part that has been dreaming. The part that has been waiting. The part that has been questioning. The part that has been trying to hold on. I am touching that part now. I am breathing life into that place now. Today, the breakthrough is hidden in these next words. You have been waiting for a sign, and this is it. You have been waiting for confirmation, and this is it. You have been asking me if you are still on the right path, and I am answering you now. Yes, you are. You are exactly where you need to be. You are not behind. You are not delayed. Everything is aligning exactly as it should. Even the moments that felt like setbacks were actually preparation for what is coming next. My child, I need you to know this. Your destiny is calling your name, and I will not let your story end in pain. I will not let your purpose slip away. I will not let the enemy steal what belongs to you. I will not let your heart remain broken. I will not let your spirit stay weary. I will not let you drown in fear or doubt. I am lifting you. I am strengthening you. I am preparing you. I am leading you. I guided your spirit here because it is time. Time for clarity. Time for restoration. Time for the impossible to become possible. Time for your story to shift. Time for heaven to intervene. Time for your destiny to open. Stay with me. You are not here by accident. You are here because the next chapter of your life starts now. My child, come closer to me now. I want to speak to the deepest part of your heart. I want to talk to the version of you that has been hurting in silence. The version of you that has been trying to stay strong while feeling like everything inside you is falling apart. I have been watching you closely, far more closely than you realize. Every moment you felt unseen, every moment you believed no one cared, every moment you cried in the quiet of your room. I was there. I saw you. I heard you. I felt the weight you were carrying. You were never alone. Even when you thought no one noticed your pain. I saw the nights when you cried silently, the tears that soaked your pillow while you tried to hide the shaking in your chest. I watched the way you held yourself together in the dark, thinking no one would ever understand what was happening inside you. You didn't want anyone to worry. You didn't want anyone to judge you. You didn't want anyone to think you were weak. So you cried in a way that no one else could hear. But I heard you. I always heard you. And those tears reached my heart. There were times you whispered into the darkness, God, do you still hear me? I remember the sound of your voice, trembling, the way your heart ached as you waited for me to speak. You didn't want anything fancy. You didn't want miracles. You just wanted to know I was still near. You wanted to know that I hadn't forgotten you. You wanted to know that your prayers weren't disappearing into nothing. And even when you felt like heaven was silent, I was listening. My silence was not my absence. You prayed those broken prayers because you were doing everything you could to stay afloat. You prayed even when you felt nothing. You prayed even when you were numb. You prayed even when you thought I wasn't answering. That kind of faith is rare, my child. That kind of faith is strong. And it is part of why your destiny is so powerful. You don't realize it, but every moment you reached for me in weakness, you grew stronger in ways you didn't even see. There were moments when you wanted to give up. Moments when the world felt too heavy. Moments when you felt like you were drowning in your own thoughts. I saw those days when you woke up already tired. When getting out of bed felt like a battle. When even small things felt overwhelming. You didn't tell anyone about those days because you didn't want to disappoint anyone. You didn't want to be a burden. You didn't want anyone to worry. And so you kept fighting inside your own mind, thinking you had to carry everything alone. But you didn't. You never did. I walked with you through every moment. Every time your heart whispered, I can't do this anymore. I wrapped my presence around you. Every time your mind spiraled into fear, I held you steady even when you couldn't. Made you fear trusting again. But there was nothing wrong with you. The wrong was in the way they treated You. The wrong was in their inability to see your value. You did not lose them. They lost you. And the pain they caused did not go unnoticed. I saw every wound. I saw when you hid your pain behind a smile. I saw the way your lips curled upward, even when your heart was breaking inside your chest. You have mastered the art of acting strong, haven't you? You have learned how to laugh while hurting. You have learned how to comfort others while you were drowning. You have learned how to pretend everything is fine so no one asks questions. But I saw through all of it. I saw the truth behind your eyes. I saw how tired your soul was. I saw the heaviness you carried but kept hidden. I saw the loneliness you never told anyone about. There were days when you were surrounded by people, yet you felt completely alone. You kept waiting for someone to really see you, someone to understand without you having to explain, someone to hold your heart gently. But you were afraid to open up, afraid that your vulnerability would be misunderstood, afraid that someone would walk away again. So you carried the loneliness quietly, hoping it would fade. But it didn't. Instead, it sat in your chest like a weight you couldn't shake. And through all of it, I stayed close to you. I stayed near you even when you thought no one cared. I saw the storms inside your mind. I saw the our thinking, the racing thoughts, the fears that played over and over again, the doubts that tried to crush your confidence. I saw the battles no one else could see. I saw how hard it was for you to silence the noise in your head. I saw the way your thoughts turned into storms that left you exhausted. The world never saw that part of you, but I did. I saw every moment you fought to find peace. And I want you to know that those storms were not signs of weakness. They were signs of a heart that has been fighting for too long without rest. Say amen. I trust you in every moment if surrender brings you peace. My child, I have watched you more closely than you realize. Not from a distance, not from far above, but closely, intimately, lovingly. Every step of your journey has been within my sight. Every sigh, every tear, every question, every fear, every small moment of hope. I saw it all. I collected your tears. I guarded your heart. I walked beside you through valleys so deep that even you thought you wouldn't make it through. Yet here you are, stronger than you think, braver than you know, chosen in ways you still don't understand. Let me tell you something that will lift the weight from your chest. You have never been unseen. Not for a moment. Not for a breath. Not for a heartbeat. I saw you the moment you felt forgotten. I saw you the moment you felt unimportant. I saw you the moment you felt unloved. I saw the struggles you couldn't explain. I saw the pain you tried to hide. I saw the moments you wished someone would ask, "Are you really okay?" I saw the way you longed for someone to understand without judging you. I saw you all. I have been watching you closely because you mattered to me. Your pain matters to me. Your healing matters to me. Your future matters to me. And I am not going to let the wounds of your past define the rest of your story. I am here to remind you that your life is not invisible to heaven. Your emotions are not ignored. Your struggles are not unnoticed. Your heart is not forgotten. You may feel like no one has truly seen you, but I have. And I will continue to see you, protect you, guide you, hold you, and love you in every season that comes. Next, you are not alone. You have never been alone. You will never be alone. I am here, and I am not leaving. My child, listen to me now with an open heart, because what I am about to reveal will heal places inside you that have been hurting for a long time. You have asked me so many times, Lord, WH, why the delay? Why did it take so long? Why did I have to feel so much pain? Why was heaven so silent when I needed answers? I heard your questions. I saw the confusion in your spirit. And today, I am giving you the truth your heart has been waiting for. Do not leave now. Your confirmation is coming in a few seconds. The delays you faced were not punishment. They were protection. You thought I was ignoring you. You thought I was withholding blessings from you. You thought I was letting life pass you by while others moved ahead. But my child, I was protecting you from things you did not see, from people who were not ready, from opportunities that would have harmed you, from roads that would have drained your spirit. I slowed certain things down because the timing was not safe for your heart. You were not losing time. I was saving your life. There were moments when you cried and asked, why not now? And I whispered into your spirit, not yet. You thought not yet meant I was rejecting you, but it meant I was preparing something better. I was aligning the right people, the right circumstances, the right environment, the right timing. And I was preparing you, because if I had given you what you asked for too early, it would have overwhelmed you. It would have broken you. It would have pulled you away from me. You were praying for blessings, but I was protecting your destiny. My child, you did not realize that the tears you cried in the delay were watering the future I am bringing. Clear's throat. Every tear planted a seed. Every prayer planted hope. Every night you held on when you felt empty built strength inside you. You felt like nothing was moving, but something was growing beneath the surface. Your future did not disappear. It was maturing. And now, the time for your harvest is approaching. Let me talk to you about the pain you felt. I know how deeply life has hurt you. I know the moments you felt broken, beyond repair. I know how much you had to endure silently. I know the way your heart shattered when things you trusted fell apart. But hear me clearly. Your pain was not for nothing. The enemy tried to use it to destroy you, but I used it to grow you. Everything that broke you is turning into what builds you. Your pain taught you compassion. Your disappointment taught you wisdom. Your heartbreak taught you strength. Your loneliness taught you resilience. Your delays taught you patience. Your battles taught you faith. You did not go through all of that to go back to the person you used to be. You went through it because you are becoming someone stronger, deeper, wiser, and far more powerful than before. The version of you that is emerging from this season is a version the enemy hoped would never rise. But you are rising anyway. And now, let me reveal something you've struggled to understand. The reason certain people left your life. I know their absence hurt you. I know their departure felt like betrayal. I know how deeply you attached your heart to people who could not stay. But my child, some people were removed. Not because you were unworthy, but because your calling was too great to be tied to them. They were not meant to walk into your future. They could not carry the weight of your destiny. They would have held you back, drained your spirit, or broken your heart further. So, I removed them with a love you did not recognize at the time. You thought you were losing people, but you were being protected. You thought they walked away because something was wrong with you. But in truth, they walked away because they were right for you. You thought their absence was rejection, but it was divine direction. Some left because they had reached the limit of their purpose in your life. Some left because their presence was blocking the blessings I was ready to send. Some left because their loyalty was temporary. And I didn't want temporary people in a permanent chapter of your story. It wasn't abandonment. It was alignment. I was removing the wrong people to make music, space for the right ones. People who will support you, uplift you, understand you, and walk with you instead of against you. You don't have to chase those who left. What is meant for you will stay. What is sent by me will never leave your life out of selfishness, pride, or betrayal. And now, let me tell you why your prayers took long to be answered. You thought I was silent. You thought I wasn't listening. You thought I was ignoring your pain. But every prayer you prayed reached me. Not one word was wasted. Every cry, every whisper, every plea, I heard them all. But I answered based on what was best for you, not what felt quickest. I delayed certain things because your heart needed healing first. I delayed certain blessings because the environment around you wasn't ready. I delayed certain breakthroughs because giving them too soon would have harmed you. You prayed for change, but I had to change you first. You prayed for doors to open, but I was strengthening your character so you could handle what was on the other side. You prayed for blessings, but I was removing the wrong influences that would have destroying those blessings. You prayed for clarity, but I had to silence distractions around You prayed for love, but I had to heal the broken parts of your heart. You prayed for answers, but I had to rewrite the entire path you were walking on. My child, when I delay, I am not denying you. When I silence everything around you, I am preparing something within you. When I say wait, I'm not withholding, I am perfecting. You haven't been waiting in emptiness. You've been waiting in preparation. And now, the waiting is reaching its end. I know the silence was painful. I know it made you question everything. I know it created moments where you felt forgotten. But my silence was not distance, it was protection. I was shielding you from storms you didn't see. I was fighting battles you didn't know were happening. I was preparing blessings that needed time to grow. And I was shaping your spirit into something stronger than every attack you faced. Do not leave now. You are closer than you think. Your confirmation is coming in a few seconds. Your heart is about to understand why everything happened the way it did. What felt like a breaking was actually a building. What felt like loss was actually clearing. What felt like abandonment was actually redirection. What felt like delay was actually me preparing a better ending than the one you prayed for. You survived delays that were meant to discourage you. You survived heartbreaks that were meant to destroy you. You survived silence that was meant to weaken your faith. You survived storms that were meant to bury you. And because you survived, you are stepping into a season that is going to lift you higher than anything you lost. You have been in a long night, but the morning is coming. You have been in a long winter, but the spring is rising. You have been in a long battle, but victory is unfolding. You are not being punished, you are being prepared. And soon you will see why the wait was worth it. Stay with me. I am not done speaking. Your story is shifting even now. Write amen. Your faithfulness is my foundation if God's promises never fail. You and share this video.